26, a former Marine, had just been working the night shift at a copper mine near Tucson, Arizona. His wife and baby were going about their normal routine when she heard noises outside of their modest home. Fearing a home invasion, she woke her husband and told her to go into the closet and hide. Jose then grabbed his AR-15 rifle, and as he approached the living room, the front door bursted open and he was shot within seconds over 60 times. SWAT teams were designed in the 1960s in LA in response to sniper shootings during the Watts riots. Originally, they were used only part-time. However, in 1971, they became full-time. Bradley Belko, in his white paper, Overkill, The Rise of Paramilitary Police Raids in America, examines the change from bank robberies and hostage situations to primarily drug offenses and warrant servings. SWAT teams were intended to be used during times when violence was already occurring or was imminent. In the 1980s, they averaged about 2,000 a year. However, today, they average about 150,000 per year. Recently, the Department of Homeland Security awarded grants for cities of all sizes to purchase tanks and other military vehicles, many equipped with 50 caliber machine guns. Federal agencies with limited law enforcement ability now also have their own paramilitary units. They include the Department of Education, Office of the Inspector General, Department of Agriculture, and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife. In fact, the Department of Agriculture conducted a SWAT team raid in August 2011 on a dairy for selling raw milk, hardly a violent crime. And in Florida, a team of police raided over 50 barber shops wearing masks and carrying guns. They were checking to see if licenses were up to date. The use of paramilitary were meant to be rare, and the reasons are obvious. They're extremely dangerous, with hundreds of isolated errors due to the excess of excessive or wrongful use of paramilitary incidences. One of the major contributing factors is the use of no-knock warrants. Peter Kraska, a leading professor at Eastern Kentucky University, says that judges can issue no-knock warrants if they think that police can avoid a violent situation. Once relatively rare, these also have increased in numbers. From the 1980s, there were only 2,000 to 3,000 per year. However, today, there are 70,000 to 80,000 used every year. The need for reform is at a critical point. First, we need to eliminate the no-knock warrants, making police responsible for the information they receive and not use confidential informants who often inform on innocent people. Second, SWAT teams need to only be deployed in extreme cases of hostage situations or civil unrest. And third, eliminating federal incentives, grants, and military giveaways. Finally, it is well past the time for a call to action. Each of us needs to contact our mayors, cities officials, police chiefs, and remind them that we do not live in a third world country. We live in America. Thank you. Have a good night.